Hi everyone, my name is Josephine Kizza. I'm the Executive Director of St. Jude Family Projects, but also a founder together with my late husband, John Aliddeki Kizza. I would like to share with you the background of St. Jude Family Projects. This started as a family farm. Due to the 1986 war that brought in the current government, we had to leave the city to come to Masaka, where both of us are born, to bring some help to the parents. In the due course, we were caught up in Massacre. On our way back to Kampala, we found a bridge crossed, the one that joins Masaka with Kampala. It had to be dismantled so that the rebels could not cross over to Kampala because the war started from Masaka. So we had to come back to Masaka, but we had nothing on us, not even money left on us. I had only 2 dresses and my husband had 2. And on our return, my husband thought of going back to his parents' home because we didn't have any other home where we could stay. But because my husband's grandfather had given him land, I tried to convince him just to go to the land which was all in the bush, so that we could start life afresh. It was very hard to convince John, but at last he accepted, and we stayed in this bush, just putting a small shelter, and that's where we stayed for the first 4 months of our time in Massacre. And so we came back, and I requested my father-in-law, who had a pig that had just furrowed down, to give us 2 piglets because I realized the soils were so much depleted. And he was kind enough, he gave us 2 piglets, a male and female. We didn't have any ideas about the inbreeding, so we just took them on. And because we didn't have enough money to make good shed for these piglets, we just collected all the sticks that we came across and made a simple one. But as long as we could collect the manure from that. So it was very, very great for me because we were able now to grow some food, and this was only for consumption, for our home consumption. After a period of 1.5 years, we were able to realize other farmers around us that were keeping pigs. And what we wanted was to learn from them. So we were able to always visit and collect some knowledge from them. They taught us how to feed the pigs, but the problem now was how could we do it because we didn't have the money to buy the feeds. We continued with the local feeds that we could collect, like grass and weeds, and that's what we continued feeding the pigs. But after a time, we realized we had enough piglets, and we wanted to sell them off at once so that we could buy a heifer. We had a lady friend in Kampala who sold us an 8-month-old heifer, and this was majorly to do with enough manure. It was good that we got enough manure now. And after 1.5 years, this was able to give us at least a calf. And so we could buy milk. We could sell milk and get some money, which money now we saved to build our first house. And the first house was made out of bricks, but with just mud, because we didn't have enough mud. We thank God this cow continued giving us more milk, which we sold and got money to expand on other projects like the piggery. And that was also good enough because we expanded it and then brought in local chicken. And so now we wanted the members around us, the farmers around us, our neighbors, to come and learn from us. Why? Because both of us were teachers by profession initially. And so it was always very good for us to teach more people. More people came, and in 1992, that's when we heard over the radio that there was a training about organic agriculture, something we didn't have any idea about. But because from day one we worked as a couple, we always wanted to work, to discuss issues, to work as a family. So we decided together with John that I took the training, a one-day seminar about organic agriculture. And it was in Kampala, and I went, and all that we learned that day was about making compost manure, which was very important for me because of the soils that were very much depleted. And when I returned the following day, we did it together with John, and after 2 months we saw the results. We applied the manure on the few banana plants, and it worked so well. So I was so amazed, and I wanted other people to learn from us. This is what continued up to today. So when other people learned from us, they always implemented. The first thing that was shocking was the fact that the ones that came and learned from us the first time, a few of them implemented, others didn't think it was very important. So in 1993, early, the lady that had sponsored that training in Kampala of organic agriculture came back to Uganda to just follow up a few of the members that had implemented. And I'm happy I was among the people that were chosen to be visited. The lady was so much impressed when she found me training 2 other ladies. And so she asked my husband whether he could let me go to England, UK, to have a 2-year degree course in organic agriculture. My husband was very positive, and so in April 93, I had to go to UK for this training in the Reading University, which I did for 2 years. My husband stayed with the young family because by then we had 3 children, and the youngest was only 1 year. So he stayed back with them, and I went to train in the UK. When I returned, the first student in my class was my husband, which was also very good because he took almost over everything that I had learned there. And that was the time when we turned the family farm into a demonstration farm. We had to train other people. We wanted the other people to learn from us, but learning from what we had demonstrated. So the family farm now turned into a training center, into a demonstration. We put a small shelter for people to come and learn from us. And ever since then, the last 25 years of my life, I've spent it training other people that come to St. Jude to learn from us. And that is when we set up an NGO called St. Jude Family Projects. And that under St. Jude Family Projects, we have many other aspects. The training center itself has many arms. First of all, we train farmers on farm with the demonstrations. But also we have a training center that we've set up whereby people come and learn and stay and, take some time with us learning. This is the St. Jude Family Projects and Integrated Organic Agriculture. But we also have the St. Jude College of Agroecology. We are trying to teach people how to conserve the environment. And here we've concentrated a lot on different skills, practices in agroecology. We have St. Jude practical permaculture, which is also set below St. Jude agroecology. And here we also set up different practices that people come and learn and see and practice. Then we also have St. Jude Biointensive Center, so that the one who cannot take the permaculture or who cannot take the agroecology can also go and see what is also done at the biointensive and they learn the skills and practices that are set there. We've decided for a long time, we've been working with the adults and schools, reaching them in their localities. But now we decided to train the young people, the youth, and that's when we set up St. Jude Agricultural and Vocational Center, whereby they stay for 2 years and get either a certificate or a diploma in what we are training. We spend most of our time with the farmers that come to train with us. At least 75% of the time they spend here is spent on practicals, because we believe that farmers learn better by using all the 5 senses, and that's when they go back and implement. And only 25% of the time here is spent in class for theory. St. Jude, after training all these farmers, because every year we get over 40,000 farmers that go through our trainings, we also decided on the side of value addition and processing. So we set up Masaka Organic Producers as a marketing arm of what we do here and what farmers produce, so that we can have a collective market and having one voice on the side of prices. So we have it, and we've always been at least exporting some of what farmers grow and what we grow at the demonstration center, so that farmers get a higher price than usual. We do a lot of extension work. We reach farmers in their communities, and this we do with the mostly poor and vulnerable groups of farmers, majorly the women, because we have a belief that it is the women that do most of the agriculture in Uganda. And it is the women that are the first teachers to all the children, to the husbands, to the people in the communities. So basically we first focus on the women, letting them know how to grow, how to treat the soil. We have our slogan as feed the soil so that it feeds you. Every member, every farmer that comes to St. Jude must know this. It is on their fingertips. Feed the soil so that it feeds you. So we start by getting all the practices and skills of feeding the soils. And then the second group that we work with in the communities is the youth. The youth are very energetic. They have played a very big role in destroying the environment. So we are now using the energy that they have to turn it in a positive way. When we train them, they become our ambassadors. They continue training many other people, especially fellow youth, how to conserve the environment. We've done a lot of tree planting with them, and they continuously train fellow members in the communities, which is very rewarding. Among the so many people that come, some of them come from NGOs, so we do training of trainers, and then they take their skills and knowledge to their respective organizations. We work with the government departments, especially ministries that do similar work, like Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries. We work with the Ministry of Trade and so many others. And we work with the universities, both local here in Uganda, but also from international universities, whereby interns come and stay with us and volunteers and learn from us. So in the same way, they take the same knowledge to the different areas where they go. Majorly here we have programs that keep running throughout the year. We have the program for nutrition and reproductive health. This does a lot with the women and young people to know much more about their health, but also much more in the family planning, reproductive health, and the likes. We have a program on sanitation, water, and hygiene. As you see, a lot of climate change is taking place. So we need to know how to harvest water, how to irrigate using this water, but also how to keep the safe water for domestic use. We do a lot. There is a program on savings and credit. So most of our farmers are taught how to save. It's a culture that we are really implementing, and we want people to learn and use always. So they now learn in their respective groups how to save, but at the same time get the loans and paying back, record keeping. So it has helped them a lot. We have also a program on youth and environment. We set them in different clubs so that they learn how to really work together and conserve the environment, but also learn how to cooperate and take agriculture as a business. It's no longer agriculture as we used to look at it, but it's now looked at as a commercial way of living. So generally speaking, we are very happy to work with such groups of people and to give such information to people to learn from us. I'm very proud to tell you that there are so many other people that have learned from us. Even politically, we have taken over. People come here to learn, and very soon changes are now seen. The president himself has been here 4 times with his cabinet ministers. The MPs from different constituencies come and learn and bring their people to learn from us. I live very happily knowing that there are so many other people learning from us, and we see that our work will be expanded beyond our reach. Thank you very much.